All right, so we're going to check out the WiLLev assembly line. A couple of the engineers working on our latest EV pedestal products, and also talk to Trent and Chad about an upcoming trade show in Las Vegas in 3 weeks?
Yep, coming up 3 weeks.
All right, let's check it out. Chad, what's the driver behind these integrated solutions? What problems are we solving for customers in the EV charging market?
Yeah, so really in the EV world, we're looking to make integrated products, right? Integrating solutions, simplify things for the field, really make it easy for the contractor. So from conduit kits to hardware to all the things they'd have to procure and find, we're able to supply that way with the product.
Justice, walk us through top to bottom just on some of the different design features for this particular product.
So this setup is our NTX setup. This will come shipped as this fully assembled unit with a fixture already on it. Pour concrete, put anchor bolts in, mount the base to it, hook up hot neutral ground. This fixture will flip up. You put one screw in, and it's ready to go. There's no mounting fixtures or anything, it's just all good. It also has the Power Flex charger mounted on this setup, and it has capabilities to mount the Aruba antenna, which slides in from the bottom of the arm, uses 2 bolts, and has a bulkhead for a Cat 5 cable right here.
What type of network are they trying to create on site with these products?
Yeah, so the Aruba it's just an access point for extending a network on any site. You see these a lot at large resorts, complexes, exterior. What we're able to do, the typical Aruba will mount, it's a device, it has a bracket that comes with it. It'll mount it to poles, wall mount, any kind of mounting. What we're able to do is really eliminate that bracket, integrate it right into our arm on the product. Again, provide the bulkhead, the wiring down the pole, make it really simple for the install in the field to make this happen very quickly and reliable, and it looks integrated, not just an add-on piece. So our EV charging pedestals really can accept any level 2 charger. So we have different drill patterns on file. If we don't have the drill pattern, we're able to make adapter plates or make that drill pattern. But really any level 2 charger on the market. We size the counterweights, we size the holes, the mounting holes for that, the conduit, it's all integrated for that charger, specific to that charger. The trade show, we're going to have 3 different products there, including our EV pedestal, as well as our NTX, which will be on this setup that we're looking at right here.
So one of the really cool features about these products is the cable management system. And so Trent, your team was in charge of designing that system and also testing that system. What did the testing process look like? How many cycles did we put it through? What did our engineering team do, to ensure that everything's going to be good for really a long use period in the field?
Yeah, so we tried to make the cable management as robust as possible. We're anticipating, at least 5 years of use out of it. So that's basically how we came up with the design. It just is simple. It's a pulley. Couple of different sizes that allow it to have longer travel. We did some cycle testing in our shop that, we did somewhere around 17,000 cycles fully extended out and back in 17,000 times before we had a failure. And we equate that to about 18 years of use.
Talk about the task light. So there's a dual and a single. So we do these pedestals and it's dual application. So it's 2 chargers. The backside charger isn't mounted yet, but there'll be 2 chargers on this pedestal. The last pedestal we were looking at, that's a single application, so you get a single task light. The task light's different from the NTX. The NTX is an area light. That's meant to light up a large area like a parking lot. The task light is specifically for the charging application. So think of it, it's going to light up 1 parking space, right? That's what you're doing. The task specifically to the charging, it could be supplemental in a parking lot where you have lighting, but it's maybe not bright enough in the charging area. You can have the task light specifically for the charging as supplemental lighting in that area. And we're able to do that lighting, any color temperature as needed to match the existing parking lot, which is kind of a cool thing. We have customability with that light because we are a lighting manufacturer as well. The accessory kits that come with the pedestals, there's a lot of different hardware, a lot of different pieces in those accessory kits, from the wedge anchors, the top caps, if you don't have a task light. We also include the mounting hardware, so all the screws that go in the rivet nuts, the bolts, and then we also have the conduit kits that go with it, the hand holes in there, the hand hole mounting. So all those accessories are kitted with it, again, making this very simple for the contractor in the field to install.
Trent, talk a little bit about the production process. So at Wisconsin Lighting Lab with our WiLLev production line, we're going from pretty much raw material through welding, machining process. What's the importance of us controlling that full workflow?
Yeah, so we try to do a workflow where we're doing one piece all the way through. It allows us to just streamline everything and make our assemblies quality control much higher. We can catch an issue on one and it doesn't happen in a batch of like 30 of them that the same issue happens on. So we're able to also, when we do like single flow production, we can do a lot of custom colors.
For whatever reason in the charging space, people want to apply their branding to the pedestals, and usually that means colors. We're doing a parking garage right now, several stories high, and every level is a different color. And a lot of other companies may want to produce just one configuration. We're open to doing a variety of configurations and in a variety of colors. It's not something we have to outsource. It's all we're vertically integrated here, so we can control it again from raw material, welding, machining, painting, then of course final assembly. And a lot of this final assembly is actually stuff that would typically be on the installer or the end user. And certainly, the installer portion of it is extremely, extremely important. We're just trying to make the job as easy as possible because a lot of these installs, there could be 10, 20, 30, 50 assemblies at one particular job site.
So as we discussed, multiple different chargers. Some chargers we have to add a saddle on the side of the pedestal. So you'll see this charger has a separate saddle that's mounted on the side. We can mount that saddle on different locations. It can be up, it can be above, it can be below. And then also this charger, some chargers have a rear entry conduit. This one has a bottom entry. So we provide this conduit kit in the entry hole. This version of our cable management, we do have ratcheting. So the other version was just a non-ratcheting counterweight system. I'll say ratcheting counterweight system. So you'll see, you'll get it quick. So this will latch into place all the way out. And you'll be able to release that back into position. Certain level 2 chargers have a rear entry. So you'll see this charger on the back side. There's no conduit coming out below it. Actually, the cables, the wiring enters through the back. So we're able to accommodate that. And then this one does have an integrated saddle for the charger plug right into the charger itself. So there's no additional saddle mounts anywhere on the pedestal, which keeps the pedestal nice and clean. For our NTX setup, this is going to be more of an aerial light setup, different from the task light that you saw on the other pedestals. In this configuration, we do have a charger mounted directly to the pole. This is going to be more like a parking lot application. So picture this as a 20-foot tall, 25-foot tall pole. You're going to have a charger just mounted. There's no cable management, but we do have the same capabilities mounting the charger, conduit kits, and then the saddle will be on the side. In this case, the cable will just mount on the saddle or over the charger itself. So on our NTX for access point integration, you'll see here on this one, we've machined the arm out specifically from the fixture for the Aruba. This eliminates the bracket needed on this. We'll actually put this up, slides into place, put 2 screws in, one on each side. And then on the pole itself, we do have the bulkhead connector that is wired down on the inside, down to the hand hole. This will come open. The Ethernet sealed plug will plug in from here. It's a sealed connection. Again, this will be screwed tight, and then the contractor will just cut the plug off, and that's integrated. So as an example of our NTX, what we have here in the dock, this is an NTX job that's ready to ship.